You need to hear this. Imagine being the last of your kind on a planet where others have long overshadowed and outcompeted you, barely noticing your existence until it was too late. This is the story of the very last Neanderthal. Picture a world where mammoths roam and saber-toothed cats hunt. But in this place, something else is lurking, a lone Neanderthal, not like any others around them. They stand on the edge of an ice age cliff, looking out at endless forests and mountains. This person has no idea they are the last of their kind, a poignant figure in a landscape soon to be dominated by Homo sapiens. But here's the deal. Neanderthals weren't just strong or clever. They were our close cousins before modern humans evolved. Their brains were indeed large, sometimes even larger than those of modern humans, and they had complex languages and cultures. However, due to various environmental pressures and possibly competition with early Homo sapiens, Neanderthals eventually became extinct around 40,000 years ago, leaving no direct descendants today. And yet, somehow, this one person symbolizes the last remnants of an entire vanished species. Now, get this. When the last Neanderthal was alive, there might have been only a few hundred early modern humans around them. These weren't just any people. They were our direct ancestors, evolving into what we are today. Think about it. You're walking through a forest and suddenly, out of nowhere, comes a group of strange-looking beings with different faces and tools that look alien to you. These early Homo sapiens were game changers, boasting superior tool-making skills, complex social organization, and enhanced immune responses compared to their contemporaries. As Homo sapiens expanded across the landscape, competition for resources intensified, leading to a gradual decline in Neanderthal populations. Imagine being the last of your kind, feeling the profound solitude and impending extinction. How isolating it must be, with no familiar faces around, only encountering strangers who may regard you as an outsider or even a lesser being. But here's the incredible part. Despite numerous challenges, including harsh climates and fluctuating environments, Neanderthals were incredibly resilient. They survived for hundreds of thousands of years in Europe, adapting to diverse ecological pressures. However, when faced with competition from Homo sapiens, who migrated into their territories around 40,000 years ago, they eventually vanished completely. And then, listen up, their DNA didn't vanish either. Traces of Neanderthal genes persist in the genomes of every modern human outside of Africa today. So even if you're here now, listening to this story, chances are some small part of your genetic makeup is still Neanderthal. But let's rewind a bit and dive into what made these ancient humans so incredible. They were masters of their environment, building shelters from animal skins and crafting tools that helped them survive brutal winters. Neanderthals lived in diverse habitats across Eurasia, not just caves, and they interacted with nature on levels we can barely comprehend today. Now picture this. You're the last Neanderthal, making a fire one chilly night and thinking about all those who came before. You remember hearing stories of your ancestors, surviving harsh conditions, and adapting to changing climates. But now it's different. Your world is shrinking, and each day feels more like the end as modern humans spread across Europe and reshape the landscape. What if I told you that this person had to face challenges so severe they could have made even the strongest heart break? Think about it. Every day was a struggle against harsh elements and strange new beings who didn't understand their way of life. It's hard for us to imagine, but we know Neanderthals persisted until the very end in Europe, competing with Homo sapiens before ultimately disappearing around 40,000 years ago. But here comes another twist. Neanderthals weren't just tough in nature, they had deep emotional connections too. Fossils show evidence of care for the sick and injured, suggesting a level of compassion that rivals our own. And yet, despite this empathy, one by one, their communities faded into history, with the last known populations disappearing around 40,000 years ago. Now let's zoom back to that last individual standing alone. They would have witnessed dramatic changes in their environment, with lush forests transforming into vast grasslands and steppe landscapes. Once common megafauna, like mammoths, replaced earlier herbivores such as deer. The world was shifting in ways unimaginable at first glance, marking a profound transformation during the late Pleistocene era. But here's the kicker. This person likely didn't even know they were the last of their kind until it was too late. Can you imagine living like that, with a growing sense of isolation and loss? It must have been terrifying to be surrounded by new faces every day, those of early Homo sapiens, without any Neanderthals left to share your life with. And then there's the science behind it all. Genetic studies show that when our ancestors met Neanderthals over 50,000 years ago, they interbred, somehow finding common ground despite vast differences in culture and biology. But as time progressed, those encounters became less frequent until eventually, they ceased entirely, marking the end of an era of human prehistory. So here's what breaks my heart. This last Neanderthal, standing alone against the world, was still carrying forward a legacy that had endured for millennia. They were living proof of an entire civilization nearly wiped out by forces beyond their control, marking the end of a once thriving lineage in Europe before eventually giving way to Homo sapiens. Now let me ask you something. Can you picture the day when they took their final breath? All those years of adaptation and resilience, and in the end, just silence. No echoes, no more tales shared around a fire. Just emptiness. The last Neanderthal left behind a world that would forever be quiet without their presence. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Neanderthals didn't completely disappear from the human genetic record. We still carry their DNA, which means part of them lives on in us today. This shared heritage is like a secret message buried deep within our genes, a reminder of our ancient connection and how far we've come since then. So when you think about the last Neanderthals, remember this. While their bodies may have disappeared, their genetic legacy remains within every non-African human being walking the earth today. In short, you carry them inside you. Part of your DNA is still ancient, a whisper from a distant past. And then it hits you. We are the continuation of a lineage that includes both human triumphs and evolutionary struggles. We carry within us the genetic legacy of our ancestors, challenging us to reflect on how far humanity has truly come. So there's your gut punch fact. Every time you walk into a room full of people today, remember that tiny bit of Neanderthal DNA inside each one of you carries the legacy of an entire species. You are the ultimate survival story of the last Neanderthals, carried forward through generations to stand here now, looking back. That's all for today. But consider this. Every time you look in the mirror, you're connected to millions of years of evolutionary history. Our DNA carries remnants of ancient lineages, like Neanderthals, whose genetic imprint endures in many people alive today, even though they vanished from the earth thousands of years ago. This enduring legacy is a testament to how our shared past continues to shape us in ways we might not fully understand. Can you imagine living as the last member of an entire species, facing extinction with no hope of revival or survival beyond yourself? And now for my final point. This story is about more than just Neanderthals. It's a reminder that even when a species seems vanished, its influence can continue to shape our understanding of the past and impact us today. So next time you think about extinction, remember the Neanderthals, our close cousins who lived in Europe and parts of Asia until around 40,000 years ago, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape our understanding of human evolution today. We carry their stories within us, ready to be told and understood anew. That's it for today. But here's the real kicker. In a world full of change, every single one of us carries forward the legacy of ancient humans, both those who survived and those who didn't. Think about that next time you feel alone or overwhelmed. It might just give you new perspective on your place in history. The extinction of the last Neanderthals around 40,000 years ago marks a significant turning point in human history, shaping our understanding of our place in the world and the complex interplay between different hominin species. This event highlights the resilience and adaptability of Homo sapiens, as we became the sole survivors among multiple lineages of early humans. Does this make you look at humanity's journey differently? And now for something that hits home. Every human alive today is a direct descendant of early Homo sapiens who encountered and interbred with other hominin species like Neanderthals. This genetic legacy carries forward not just survival, but also the echoes of those ancient interactions, written into our DNA. This is more than just science, it's our shared past. So here's your final thought to take away. When you look around and see all the diversity in humanity today, remember that every single one of us has roots stretching back thousands upon thousands of years, carrying within us a story of adaptation, survival, and evolution unique among Earth's inhabitants. This legacy connects us not only to our immediate ancestors, but also to ancient humans like Neanderthals, whose resilience and ingenuity contributed to the rich tapestry of human history. And now for something truly remarkable. Even though Neanderthals vanished from the Earth thousands of years ago, their legacy continues to influence us today through genetic inheritance. You're not just carrying your own history, you're also carrying a piece of theirs, shaping who we are as a species. So here's the question that breaks me every time. What does it mean to be human if even our ancient relatives, like Neanderthals, who lived and thrived but are no longer physically present among us, still leave an indelible mark on our genetic and cultural legacy? That's all for now, but think about this next time you feel lost or alone. You're not just carrying your own story, you're also bearing the legacy of countless ancestors who walked this earth before you. And there's one more thing to ponder. Every human being is a walking testament to survival and adaptation, carrying within them genetic traces of ancient humans like Neanderthals, even as their physical presence disappeared from the earth. So here's what it all boils down to. You are not just an individual. You're part of a long evolutionary chain stretching back millions of years. In every cell of your body lies the genetic legacy of your ancestors, from ancient hominins like Neanderthals to earlier species that paved the way for our future. What does this mean for us today? It underscores our connection to ancient hominins like Neanderthals, highlighting traits such as resilience and adaptability that have been crucial to human survival. You carry within you not only your own experiences, but also a legacy passed down through generations, bridging the past and future. And there's one final thought that always hits me. Every time you look at someone, remember that tiny piece of them carries Neanderthal DNA, a legacy from our shared evolutionary past, and a testament to the profound impact this ancient human lineage had on shaping modern human genetics. So here's your challenge for today. See the world through this new lens. Every person you meet is a living link to our ancient past, a reminder of humanity's resilience and evolution over millennia, a testament to how far we've come and where we might be heading next. And now, one last reflection. In every human being stands the legacy of those who came before, early Homo sapiens and their predecessors like Neanderthals. These ancient beings whose stories live on within us are part of a grand narrative that continues to unfold with each passing day. The extinction of the last Neanderthals around 40,000 years ago marks a significant turning point in human prehistory. This event highlights our complex relationship with these ancient cousins and raises questions about cultural evolution and survival. Reflecting on this can indeed change how we view ourselves and others in terms of resilience, adaptability, and the intricate dynamics between different Homo species. And there's your final thought. Every time you look in the mirror, remember that tiny piece of Neanderthal DNA staring back at you, a silent reminder of an ancient human lineage that once flourished and then disappeared, leaving behind genetic traces within us all. That's it for today. But here's the real kicker. While the last Neanderthals may have vanished, their genetic legacy lives on in every non-African human, a testament to survival and adaptation like no other. So next time you feel lost or overwhelmed, think about those ancient humans who faced impossible odds yet left an indelible mark on our world. You are not just carrying your own history. You are also carrying the legacy of earlier human species like the Neanderthals, whose resilience and adaptation continue to shape our understanding of humanity's journey. And now for something truly awe-inspiring. In every cell of your body lies the story of countless generations, from our ancient hominin ancestors like Neanderthals to early Homo sapiens and beyond. This is more than just science. It's a reminder that we are all connected through time and evolution. So there's one final thought to leave you with. Every human being alive today carries within them the genetic legacy of early hominins like Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, reflecting their contributions to our evolutionary journey and shaping the diverse traits we see in modern humans. That's it for now. But here's your challenge. Look around and see everyone as part of this grand evolutionary narrative, a testament to survival and adaptation across millions of years. And remember, you are not just an individual. You are a living legacy of the resilient species that came before us. So what do you think? Does this change how you view our place in the timeline of human evolution and our interactions with other hominin species like the Neanderthals? And there's one more thing to ponder. Every time you meet someone new, see them as part of the same evolutionary journey, a reminder that we all carry forward the genetic legacy of ancient hominins like Neanderthals, whose lives contributed to shaping our species' unique trajectory. That's it for today. But here's your final thought. In every cell of your body lies a piece of history, DNA traces from Neanderthals, early Homo sapiens, and countless other ancient hominins who came before us. This is more than just science. It's a reminder that we are all connected through time and shared ancestry. So next time you feel alone or lost, remember the tiny piece of Neanderthal DNA in each of us, a lasting legacy from our close evolutionary cousins who lived and thrived across Europe and parts of Asia until around 40,000 years ago. This genetic link connects every human being alive today to a proud ancient civilization that shaped our species' history.